Hey everyone, it's FB here with a cast of the season final of Stadium eSports League Mix Cup Season 1. This is a new event by a new organization that myself, together with a couple of other community members, have started up. By hosting events with so-called mix maps that features elements of the most popular competitive styles of Stadium, such as tech, dirt and speed, we hope to be able to create a common goal of growing the competitive scene of Trackmania. And before we go live into the first phase of this season final, let's first take a look at the results from the third and final qualification cup from last week. And there, in his first qualification appearance, Pack managed to take the win by a convincing performance in the grand final. Second place then went to Bren, who already was qualified to the season final prior to this qualification cup. And then finally, third place went to Coco, who also played in the cup for the first time. And with those results, Pack collected 27 points, Bren got 20 points, Coco 16 points, and Link got 13 points by finishing fourth. And looking at the overall rankings, Speed You Need, Bren, Flyer, Pack, Marius89, Santana, Link, and Piranha were the 8 players qualified. However, because Santana couldn't play this evening, Papu, Coco and Scrappy replaced him as they all had the same amount of points. And that means we'll have 10 finalists instead of 8 as originally planned. And lastly, as for the format used in the season final, we start with 30 minutes of time attack played on 3 unknown maps. First place on each map will give the player 5 bonus points going into the semifinals, and the results of the time attack will determine the seeding. Then in the playoff, we'll have all the matches played in ESL Cup mode with point limit set to 100. Top 2 from each semifinal will advance to the grand final, and first place in each semifinal will be rewarded with 10 points going into the grand final. Let's bring it in-game now, as we have started the first map already. So let's bring it in-game here, and this is the speed map, so let's take a closer look at this map. It's called Despair, the author is Cyril, and this map I would say is a very difficult map, probably the hardest map that we have used so far, so it will be very interesting to see how the players will cope with this map for the season final. I think it could definitely play a big factor if you learn it quickly. So you see Link right now going for an attempt. He is also at first place with 1:05.36, but then Piranha, who is the only full-fledged speed player in this final, will take over first place. And let's take a look at the players here as well, as I have prepared some player cards. First off is Speed You Need, who took first place in the qualification cups, 47 points. He's from Germany, plays for Easy Killer and uses camera 2 and a Logitech Rumble Pad 2 when he plays. And among his best achievements, he took first place at 3D Max Dirt Supremacy, and then most recently fourth place at Gamers Assembly. So Speed You Need, definitely one of the main favorites, together with perhaps Bren, who is from France, plays for Smartline, and he actually uses both camera 2 and 3 depending on which style he's playing. And he uses a Logitech F310 gamepad. You see his best achievements there. First place at ESL RPG Night Cup 11, and then last year second place in the big Seritor Cup 3 tournament. Over 500 players participated in that event. So Bren, definitely one of the big favorites as well, together with Speed You Need. Then third place in the season ranking was this guy, Flyer, from Czech Republic, representing Planet Key Dynamics, uses camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad. You see some of his best achievements there. First place at Triple Crown Feast, third at My Revenge Cup 3, and fourth at the MCR LAN in 2014. As we move on here to the guy we saw some footage of before this final started, it's Pack from United Kingdom, playing for Team Dignitas, uses camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad. And Pack had a breakthrough performance last year at ESWC, where he managed to take second place in his first ever offline event. Took first, of course, in the third qualification cup, dominated that as well, so Pack definitely also could win this season final. As we take a look here at the rankings, Piranha still in the lead, 101.82, in front of Link with 102.45, and Coco at third with 102.84. 5 minutes left on the clock to learn this track, and then we'll move on to the other two. And of course, first place, as I mentioned, will give you 5 bonus points in the semifinals, as Pack will finish that round with a decent time. Alright, so let's continue going through some of these players. Here's the next one I want to take a closer look at. It's Marius89 from Germany, plays for Euronics, uses camera 1 and a PlayStation 3 gamepad. And Marius89, a very versatile player in Trackmania, is successful in all the styles, all the environments, as you can see by the achievements. And also a very quick learner, so definitely could be a contender for winning this. In fact, I would say all players in the season final are capable of winning it, as Marius will take another attempt here. These players have now all set times. Marius is currently at last place. As we continue, Link is at second place, and Link is from France, drives a water bottle, and uses camera 2 and a PlayStation 3 gamepad. And Link's best achievement is taking first with France in ESL Stadium Nations Challenge last year. See how Link will do in this season final, as he will finish another attempt, 101.96. Piranha has also improved his top 1 time, 0.75 now, still in the lead. And speaking of Piranha, here is a closer look at this player as well, from France as well. Drives for Against All Authority, uses camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad. And as I mentioned already, he is the only pure full-speed player, I would say, in this list of players in the season final. And this map will definitely suit him, and I feel like Piranha could benefit a lot from this kind of map, since he is so good at doing the speed drift, which is what's required for you to set fast times on speed maps. We saw him at Gamers Assembly a couple of weeks ago, taking fourth in the grand final there in the full speed tournament. Alright, and we still got a couple of more players here. Piranha still in the lead, 3 minutes left on the clock. Let's go to Papu this time. And Papu instead is a dirt player primarily, but he does also play quite a lot of tech. We see him representing 2 teams there, Team Fox for dirt tournaments and then Smartline for tech tournaments. So I put them both here because this is a mixed event, so I don't know which team he's representing for this tournament. But yeah, he uses camera 2 and a keyboard and also a gamepad when he plays. He says he uses, I believe, keyboard for dirt and then a gamepad for tech. We see some of his achievements there, first at Virtual LAN, second at Gamers Assembly 2015, and then third at Gamers Assembly 2016. 2 minutes left on the clock. We still got 2 players to go through. Here is the second to last one. It's Scrappy for Planety Dynamics, teammate with Flyer. He's from Belgium and uses camera 2 and the Logitech F310 gamepad. His best achievements include 4th at Alienware Cup 7, 4th as well as Stadium Giant Cup 1, and then 11th at EastWC 2015. And finally, the last player is Coco, who is another player for Against All Authority and also from France. Uses camera 2 and an Xbox 360 gamepad. And you see his best achievements there. 2nd at Gamers Assembly 2013 in Canyon, and then 9th at Gamers Assembly 2014 in Tech, and 7th most recently. A really good placement actually from Coco. Did really well at Gamers Assembly this year. So that are our 10 finalists for this season final. We still got 1 minute 45 seconds left on the clock. Piranha still in the lead as Coco will retire that attempt. So yeah, Piranha right now getting the 5 bonus points as he hits the wall. Was 1600s in front of his own best time. See if he will get to keep that first place or not. Link right now seems to be the only one who can really challenge him. Link, who has played a bit of full speed as well, though he is primarily a tech player, but seems to have learned this map rather quickly so far. But still, second place will not give you any bonus points. He will try to improve his time, but only 1 minute left as Link will start his last attempt now. So if he retires now, this will be it. Right now, it seems to be the only person who can maybe challenge Piranha's time here. See how his start will be, 100 behind. So a decent start for Link. Trying to make those speed drifts as much as possible. That will give you more and more speed, which will make you go faster. Now only 8 thousandths behind. Link is on a good pace as Coco will also get under 102 with 0.97. Finishing at 3rd place right now as Link is through the speed section and entering the tech now. 1700s behind, so Piranha did that section very well, and we see actually Piranha at the top there in front of Link. He is also on a good pace. 1100s behind though. Let's go back to Link. 2300s behind now. He needs to have a really strong finish if he wants to take those 5 bonus points. Link or Piranha with 10 seconds left on the clock. Link clips the wall before the underground, and that will be it, I think. We see one more player finishing besides Piranha, I believe. See who it was. We don't see it, but Piranha will be the winner of the first map and will get the first bonus points. So good stuff by Piranha. Not too unexpected, to be honest, that he would win this map, because again, he is the only full-fledged speed player of these finalists. So this map definitely suits him well, and yeah, I think it could benefit him a lot for the rest of this final as well. As we move on to the second map. As I seem to have made a mistake with Piranha's picture, I took a picture of Kid instead. I based that on Against All Authority's website. They listed Piranha as Kid, I guess. So not my fault, sorry though. Alright, anyway, so we are moving on to the next map here, and this time, let me take a look here. It's the tech one. It's Fortress by El Wormo. And this map is definitely much easier than the first one. Pretty easy map, so I think the rounds will be maybe a bit closer as well, and the times should be closer here in the time attack. Let's go back in game as we have started. Again, no warm-up here. You get only 10 minutes on each track, so this is it. We see the players, most of the players at least, finishing their first attempt, which I always think is a good idea. So we enter now a small full speed section here in the end, and that will lead to the finish. So here's the last part of the map, a wall ride leading to the finish. You can see it's not too challenging of a map, definitely, especially when you compare it to the previous map. You see Morris A9 right now with the fastest time, 105.97. We'll see if he can keep that lead or not. As I forgot to take a screenshot of the first map, but hopefully though the ranking will work. It's always, of course, a bit of a concern, but it did work for the previous qualification cup, so probably going to work now as well. Alright, so we see Marius now ahead of his own time, 2500s, as he goes over the drop. Should be an improvement here if he can keep it up. 5800s in the next. Yeah, this time will definitely go down a lot. Probably a couple more seconds maybe. As Marius continues his journey to the finish. Still in front with half a second, maybe not the best loop though. He will still actually put on more time on his lead there. 7300s in front now as Marius comes to the ending. This will definitely be an improvement. Let's see what his time will be. 104.85, but it won't be enough for first place though. Bren instead in the lead right now with 104.10. And Bren, I feel like he's maybe not the fastest learner of these maps. I feel like in every qualification cup he wasn't really the fastest in the time attack. Well, actually he was at some top points, but didn't really get that many points in the quarterfinals and semifinals especially. Kind of always qualified in the end on the last map. But then in the finals he is very strong. So if Bren can reach the final of the season final, then I do think he will be very deadly and definitely could be our winner if it comes down to it, because I feel like the more time he gets with these maps, the better he will be. And see him there retiring with 8100s in front as Papu has now taken over the lead, 103.72. Papu, who is right now actually playing in the virtual LAN, so he's at that LAN playing this event. And he said that his connection could be maybe a bit shaky, so we'll see. But right now though, it looks pretty good. No teleportation coming from Papu, so that's good to see. See, you can follow him here for this attempt. 1400s in front, 6 minutes left on the clock, still in the lead. But I don't think he will keep that first place for too long though. As you see Scrappy now getting a close time to him, and then Pack shortly afterwards will improve it, 103.63. However, Papu could strike back already here as he's 1500s in front of Pack's time. Oh no, he will lose his grip though in the tech, and Papu forced to retire. Here is Pack, the new leader. Again, only needed one qualification cup to qualify to the season final, and he did really well in that qualification cup last Saturday. Never really were that challenged in the grand final. So Pack, if he gets a good feeling of these maps, because that is very crucial, I think, then he could also be a strong contender for the win here, as he will pass Piranha before the loop. 3700s in front. This could be a really good time by Pack. 7300s now. Yeah, he is definitely learning this map. This should be a new local record, I think, as we see Bren in the lead now with 0.17. However, Pack should be able to pass him. 102.86. Pack back to first place. Bren now the closest to him. Ooh, as he has a bad start, will have to retire as well. So right now, Pack in lead, 102.86. Bren at second. Speedy Need not at third anymore. Morris will pass him. Then we got Papu at fifth, Scrappy at sixth, Piranha at seventh, Link at eighth, Flyer at 9th, and Coco at 10th. So Piranha, who dominated the first map, is struggling a bit more here on the tech map. So again, it really this format is really interesting to me, because you see the differences in the players' skills here. Piranha, a really good full speed player, but maybe not as confident on tech and dirt especially. So we'll see if he can get a good feeling of this map. Right now, not doing so well, but of course he already got those 5 bonus points, which is a nice feeling. Morris will improve his time, 103.23, but no one really close to Pack at the moment. Piranha 5200s behind. Could still be an improvement though. Yes, it most likely will, as we enter the full speed section, of course. That's where Piranha can maybe gain a bit of time, but it's not, you can't really get too much speed out of that last section, I would say. Alright, so Pack still in the lead. 3 minutes left on the clock. Will he get these 5 bonus points? Right now it definitely looks like that will be the case. Far ahead of everyone else so far. Of course, Pack is primarily known as a tech player, so this map should suit him well, as it does feature mainly tech parts, but of course also some dirt and full speed. Bren continues here to get a good attempt going, but he's always behind in the start, 800s. So it's clear to me that Pack had a very good start to this second map. 1200s behind, as Bren will clip the wall. Let's go to someone else. Here's Marius, he will retire. Oh, as Link will set a new fastest time. 102.83, so Link second place on the first map, and now first on the second. He has started this season final really well. So he knows the 2 first maps at least, but of course there's also one more after this. But right now though, Link with the 5 bonus points, and also a high seeding going into the semifinal. Although I don't think the seeding will play too big of a difference, because as mentioned, all these 10 players are very good. Could go either way really. So Link, oh wow, he's actually really far ahead in the start. 700, so he had a slow start, I guess. That means that we could still see some players improving that time. Pack is still going. 2 minutes left on the clock. Time is running out. Yeah, 1200s in front. Link had a very slow start, it seems. So Pack should be able to be in front already with a 1/10 of a second. As he goes for another attempt. Right now at second place, Bren at third. Oh, not anymore though. Speedy Need also getting under 103 with 0.92. Speedy Need, who did really well in the qualification cups, reached 2 out of 3 grand finals. Got 47 points in total. This Pack retires again. Won't get that many more attempts though, so this is now getting down to it. Pack will have to try and go for some risks perhaps. Seems like he's committing to finishing this attempt, as we soon only got 1 minute left on the clock. 800s in front. This is a good start by Pack. Can he keep it up though all the way to the end? As you see Bren with a time of 0.88. Not enough though to beat Link or Pack, who is now halfway through. 400s in front. Pack can steal first place away. 2300s in front. Great turn from Pack. 3300s in front now. Really good tech section from Pack. 4100s as he gets the no drift before the loop. That would have been it. He could have saved it. But instead, he will not improve his time, and it looks like Link will be the receiver of the 5 bonus points on this second map. He's actually 60 in front of his own time, so he's gonna make sure of that as he comes to the last section of the map. Link, with 20 seconds left on the clock, improves his time again. 102.31. Very strong time, so even if Pack had defeated his time there, it looks like Link would have taken it anyway. So it looks like that is it. 5 seconds left on the clock. Piranha is still driving. Can he improve his time here? No, he did not. Not an improvement. So that's gonna be it for the second map. Link will be the winner of the 5 bonus points. So right now, Piranha and Link have received 5 bonus points to start in the semifinals. Alright, so we got one more map in the time attack, and then we'll transition to the bracket. We'll have 2 semifinals, as mentioned, played after each other, and then the grand final will be played after that. Alright, here is the final map of the season final. It's Bit and Beast by MD Point, and this is a dirt mix map. We'll see how the players will do on this. Of course, we do have Papu, who is a very strong dirt player, so I'm mainly interested in seeing how he will do on this map. I would say that this map maybe isn't the most traditional of dirt maps. MD Point, I think, is maybe more known as a tech player, but I still think this map is very good though, and it's a great mix map at least. We do see though Papu taking the lead here in the first attempt, so perhaps he is feeling confident already on it. So we enter another dirt section to the left here. I kind of saw that coming, to be honest. Probably should have had a wall there, but well, once you see where to go, it's pretty easy though. Alright, so here's the next dirt part, which I think could be very important, especially this turn here. You can build up a lot of speed here if you do it well, but it's such a bit tricky to get the timing down. So we then have a bit of a drop here as well. Gotta be careful so that you don't hit the walls. And then we enter the last part of the map. A bit more dirt. Yeah. Hard turn to the right, and then another hard turn to the right here, leading to the finish. See Papu finishing his first attempt. He's at 3rd right now with 110.71. Coco and Bren right now in front. So it will be interesting to see if we will get yet another new winner of the 5 bonus points. Piranha and Link so far, the ones who have won these tracks. And also Speedy Need, of course, a very strong dirt player, so I could see also him doing well. Papu and Speedy Need, perhaps, on paper at least, the 2 favorites on this kind of map, but we'll see though. As Speedy Need at least is on a very good attempt. He's 2 seconds in front of Link, who is right now in the lead, 102.51. But this time could go down a lot further. Now Piranha in the lead, 101.08, but this will be a better time by Speedy Need as he is approaching the ending, and Papu is also on a good pace. Speedy Need has not really caught up as Papu then gets stuck in the wall. And here's Speedy Need with a new top 1 time, 1 minute 86 hundredths. Yeah, I think this map will suit a player like Speedy Need pretty well. So he will go for another attempt. Coco at 3rd, I mean. Piranha, his teammate, at 2nd place. Let's go to Flyer. We haven't really spectated Flyer too much. I believe he reached, didn't he reach 2 finals in the qualification cups? I could be wrong about that, but yeah, Flyer, known as primarily a tech player for Planet Dynamics, but seems to have also learned these mix maps pretty well, so we'll see how he will do here. Definitely an interesting player to follow. Again, all 10 players in the season final are really good players, so could really go either way. As we see Link and Scrappy improving their ends, or their times rather. Flyer though, with a great turn, 3400s in front. However, will he have enough speed though at this mini stretch? That is the question. Next checkpoint, he will lose a bit of time, but still in front though. 2200s, Flyer on his way to take over first place, which is right now belonging to Bren. Coming up to the ending, goes a bit too wide and clips the wall, unfortunately. Yeah, I gotta be careful about that end. So new leader right now, Bren, with 1 minute 3600s. I think though we'll see times under 1 minute on this track. Would not be surprised at all if we saw that. As Bren hits the dirt wall, still in front though, 2600s. So it's worth keep going in this attempt. And here's this difficult dirt turn, Bren not able to get through it. Yeah, again, I think that turn will be very important to master as quickly as possible. As we see Pack now with the fastest time, and he's only 300s away from getting under 1 minute, and he's 1000s in front now. So yeah, we'll definitely see some times under 1 minute. Let's continue following Pack. 100 behind right now, lost a bit of time in that checkpoint. But perhaps he knows he got a worse ending, so could be worth playing. 2000s behind now. Yeah, that must have been a really bad ending, if so. Pack still going here. Of course, also you want to kind of learn the maps, not just focus on setting as fast of a time as possible. So perhaps it's a good idea for Pack to just finish this attempt and learn the map, knowing that he of course got the top 1 time right now. 1600s behind, he will gain a bit here, so yeah, 700s now. He definitely did not have that good of an ending. As we come up to the last turn, 2300s in front. Suddenly Pack gaining a lot, 59.80, and keep in mind he was behind with 2000s in the middle, so still a lot of time to gain for Pack. And of course that means all the other players, including Scrappy, who is currently at last, can also improve their times. Scrappy also a tech player, so maybe not feeling as confident on dirt if he doesn't have that much experience playing on this kind of surface. The 3 main competitive styles of stadium are very different, which I think is really cool actually. There are so different type of ways you can play this racing game that may seem pretty simple on the surface. Oh, as we have Papu with a new best time, 59.66. Great time from Papu right now, is the receiver of the 5 bonus points. Let's continue following Scrappy though, as he is also in a good attempt, only 1000s behind. Over the stretch, he will gain 500s, still looking good for Scrappy, but he will have to have a strong finish though to get that first place. Will lose a lot in the next checkpoint and also in the next. It doesn't look like there will be a new top 1 time, but could still be an improvement, as he then clips the wall just before the finish line. Still actually an improvement, but not gonna be enough for Scrappy. We'll go up to 8 at least. And then we see Speedy Need with a new top 1 time, 59.60. So right now the 2 players I was talking about, Speedy Need and Papu, the dirt players of the season final, right now also in the lead on the dirt map. As Flyer then has a time under 1 minute, 59.78, 3 minutes left on the clock. Who will be the winner of the last 5 bonus points going into the semifinals? Link also with a good time. Speedy Need continues to retire. Let's go to Papu, who is at second place. 1400s in front though. On a good pace. 1900s in that dirt turn. Really good stuff here from Papu. Can he keep it all the way to the end? See in the next checkpoint. Yes, he will be further ahead now. 2300s, 1600s so in the next checkpoint. Can still maybe lose this first place. 2000s now in front. Papu coming up to the ending. Will this be a new best 1 time? 2300s in front. Papu 59.38. New first place for Papu in front of Speedy Need, and then Morris89, who improves his time as well, claims 3rd place with 59.75. 2 minutes left on the clock. And now let's go to Speedy Need instead, who's trying to get that first place again. 2500s behind though here. Don't think he can gain that back in the end, and he will retire. Will we have 3 different players winning each map in the time attack? Could be the case, as Papu is still in the lead. And soon the players will start their last attempts. This could be Speedy Needs' last attempt if he doesn't retire anytime soon. Let's continue following him as Bren will take over second place, 59.55. And he will get another attempt. Let's go to Bren now, as he will start perhaps his final attempt. 1 minute, 8 seconds left on the clock. Bren trying to beat Papu's time and get the 5 bonus points. This does not get a good start though. He's 1200s behind before the loop and then 1800s in the next checkpoint. So we'll have to have a very strong finish if he still wants to make this happen. Right now it looks like Papu will be the winner, as then Bren is only 300s behind. Very good part there from Bren. Can still perhaps make it. That was not the best turn though. I think he will lose more time in the checkpoint coming up, but we won't see it as he hits the wall and retires. 30 seconds left on the clock. Will anyone snipe Papu? We see Flyer on a deep attempt. Let's see here. We don't get the checkpoint update. Coming up to the ending. No, will not be an improvement for Flyer. We see Papu and Piranha improving their times. Papu with another improvement, 59.24. Link seems to be the last player remaining here. 8 seconds left on the clock as he flubs the last turn. So that will be it. We have our 3 time attack winners. It's gonna be Piranha, Link, and Papu, who will all get 5 bonus points in the semifinals. So that's what's coming up next in just a few moments. I think we'll have maybe 5 or 10 minutes break and then we'll be back with the semifinals. Stay tuned.